Hey everyone! Today I'm going to share 5 tips with you about playing the violin in public. Because playing your instrument alone in your practice room is one thing, but the moment somebody's listening, you forget what a violin even is. Sounds familiar? Yeah, me too. So, stay tuned. This video is a collaboration with Brigit O'Regan, a Canadian violinist. Brigit is on stage at least a few times a week, at weddings or at Comic-Cons and such. You should definitely check out her channel, which I will link down below. Brigit has made a video about playing in public as well. While my video is aimed more at the beginner musician, her video is meant for the more advanced player who wants to get into performing. So when you're done watching my video, definitely head over to her channel and watch that video too. So without further ado, let's get started. You have probably had this at some point. You have practiced a song and you know it well, and the moment someone asks you to play it for them, it sounds awful. And why is that? Well, there is always some amount of nervousness. The adrenaline and the nerves you get from them cause you to play worse than you actually can. This will get better over time, but especially as a beginner musician, it is very wise to pick a song that is below or maybe even far below your current skill level. When you can play a song decently, at the performance you will play it very badly. But if you can play a song very good, well, at the performance it will at least sound anywhere near decent. The only way to get over performance anxiety is by performing. Just simply hitting the streets with your violin is probably way too scary and can you leave very embarrassed. So I'd suggest to play for friends and family as often as you can. Hey grandma, I practiced a new song, wanna hear it? It also helps to play when there are other people in the room or in the house. They are not actively listening, but they can hear what you're doing, and just being aware of the fact that people are hearing what you do can be a bit scary, so if you do that often, you will get used to it. This way you can learn to just keep breathing and keep your calm while other people are hearing what you do. So when you are getting to the point when you're feeling a bit more comfortable playing for people hearing you, there is absolutely nothing more helpful, but also nothing more scary than playing for an actual audience. In my case, I am taking private violin lessons, and the music school I go to organizes at least 2 recital nights every year. Ever since I've been playing the violin, which is 3 years now, I have been joining those recitals. At first, the awkward thing was that me and another woman are just the only 2 adults between a bunch of kids and a few teens. And the audience, they're moms and dads. In the beginning, it is super weird to be playing after an 8-year-old kid and to be followed by many more 8-year-old kids. But I do this to gradually get over stage fright. The first time I was trembling like a jelly pudding, and I still get very nervous when performing. But over time, I have noticed that it got better. It also helps that over time I've obviously gotten better at playing the violin, so I have more control over the instrument anyway. I've also found out by my own experience that it is absolutely vital to have a good and proper warm-up before you play for an audience. I think in an ideal situation you should come early and play a song a few times through, while other people are passing by or arriving as well, and they can see and hear you play. That will probably make you super nervous, but at least you can show up early and battle some nerves beforehand. And for those of you who are not taking lessons and who are learning on their own, you can play outside, in the garden, in the streets, in the park, or you could try going live on Instagram and then play a song. A racing heart? Yes. Sweaty palms? Guaranteed. But it helps. So why not try it? So playing in a recital is super scary, but it really pushes you out of your comfort zone, and that's actually where you want to be. If you want to perform, but you're too scared to do it, just do it and it will get better. Making music is awesome, but the fun gets even better if you find someone who wants to play with you. So try to find a musical friend who wants to play with you. Because 1, it's super fun, and 2, you are practicing your performing skills too. It's a win-win. I found myself a piano friend and a few violin friends, and it has been such a blast to play together. This might be the best advice I can give to any musician, especially for beginners. Because you will make mistakes, you will play out of tune, you will sound scratchy, and everything that can go wrong will eventually go wrong when you are performing. But that really is no reason not to do it. And if you can mentally prepare for that, and if it happens, you can laugh about it, correct yourself and go on, you're actually already a winner if you just go and try. When you are standing there on that stage, it shows that you have 1, picked up an instrument, and 2, made the effort to practice a piece to play for this audience. And 3, it shows that you simply have the guts to do it. Or maybe you don't feel like you have, but the fact that you want to do it means that you actually are very brave. Well, you may fail at it, but at least you were brave enough to try it, and that's all what matters. The people in the audience usually don't play an instrument. The people in the audience usually don't judge you if you mess up. And if those people in the audience do play an instrument, well, then they know how bloody hard it is to play and to perform. So usually we think that the audience is thinking terrible things about us, and in reality they usually don't think that much of it, really. Your mindset about this is actually more important than your performance itself. So if you make a mistake, laugh about it, correct yourself, breathe, and just go on. And things will turn out fine. But it could take a while. But that's why we're learning, right? So these were my 5 best tips on battling stage fright and dealing with performance anxiety. I really hope that this video is helpful for all of you fellow beginning musicians out there. And I hope that my experience and tips and advice will help you at becoming a better performer yourself. If, however, you are an advanced player who is watching this video, don't forget to head over to Brigit's channel to watch her video with 5 more tips on performing for an audience. And I think we have come to the end of this video. In the comments below, I would love to hear if any of these tips were helpful for you, and if you have tried any of them, let me know. I'd love to hear it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!